Welcome everyone to this launch stream of Sable. My name is Elizabeth and I work at Raw Fury, and with me today are the developers of Sable themselves from Shedworks, Greg and Daniel. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm so glad that you're sitting in the order your names are set up on the nameplate, otherwise we would be in big trouble.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling?
More planned.
Sable is out now. How is it? How are your nerves right now? How does it feel?
Both excited, nervous. I don't know.
Doesn't feel real yet, to be honest.
No.
I think that's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Properly sink in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it's been such a long time, and I guess we did the demo, which felt like a mini launch, so that was like helped us prepare emotionally for this, physically for it. So yeah, now this has come. I mean, it's always just exhausting, and I think now especially with games, when you release, you're still looking and doing work on them and fixing bugs and seeing what comes in. Whereas maybe before you wouldn't be able to do that, so it's released and then you can kind of move on with your life. But now we still have a bit more to do coming up, and I guess just being aware of that is quite. You have to really pace yourself and be ready for that marathon. You can't think you're finished yet, but not far. And it's just exciting to see as stuff comes out, different people playing the game and experiencing it and doing things that you don't expect, different bike combinations, mask choices, things that, what people, I think it's just surprising sometimes what people grab onto and resonate with from the game that you put in there kind of, without thinking too much about it, and then suddenly it's something that people really like or engage with, or that think is a really cool moment, and you're like, oh, I'd actually designed this other thing to be a really cool moment, but I guess if you like that, that's cool. I like that too. So that's fun to see.
I mean, it's good that you mentioned that, because those are actually some of the things we're going to look at in the stream that we're doing right now. I'm holding the controller right now. We have a game of Sable running, and we're going to take the viewers through the first biome that Sable will encounter after leaving her home camp, the area that the players hopefully saw in the demo. So this is new content that hasn't been shown before, I hope, maybe. Not sure, but pretty new.
Yeah, it's the kind of first area in the game, right? It's outside of the tutorial and demo area. So it was probably, I think some of the stuff we're going to show is the first stuff we ever made, outside of the really, really early pitch stuff, the first stuff, the earliest stuff we made that actually made it into the game, I should say. So,
right.
It's kind of fun to show.
So I'm switching over to the gameplay view right now, and we can see Sable is moving into a camp here. So this is the Burnt Oak Station, and there are several of these stations kind of scattered over the world of Sable. What are these stations? What can you tell us about them?
So these are the kind of camps where travelers can stop off and rest, and trade, meet people, gather information, kind of hear gossip, news. Just like a service station for the desert. Yeah,
the owners are kind of these characters who they wear these beetle masks, and the architecture of the camp itself, the tent, you might notice is kind of each one is shaped like a different type of beetle. So the owner of this station wears a Hercules beetle mask, which is related. Yes, which is related to the go for it. Yeah, it's related to the quests that they give you, and also the shape of the tent itself. If you see, it's kind of got this arc, which is like a Hercules beetle. I mean, it's kind of the Sable world version of a Hercules beetle. So it's not scientifically accurate. Maybe we took some artistic license with it, but the spirit is the same. You know, it has some differences, but so the camp owners are kind of, you know, it's kind of like an inn, you know, for travelers, and the people in this world are nomads, so they travel, they camp up, they move around all the time. They're often not settled in one place, and so these provide important focal points for communities to gather, and it means that as a player, you can come to these places and know that you'll meet people who will then give you quests to, you know, things to do throughout the world.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you just the bird's eye view of that tent, like you described it. So we got a quest from this innkeeper. I'm gonna talk to some other people in here and see if they have something to say. There's one person here, a guard, who I believe is also going to give us a quest.
Yeah. So Lisbeth is a guard. Yeah, she's quite a fun character. You'll meet her throughout the game as you do different quests for her. You'll meet her as you go along, and she's a retired guard actually, and this is her kind of her second gliding, where she's kind of going around and traveling the world as an older person and revisiting things that maybe she missed out on in her youth. So the first time you encounter, this is the first time you encounter her, and she asks you to meet her somewhere. A Bridge of the Betrayed it's called, and yeah, it's quite. We have a few of these quest lines where you'll meet people and they give you maybe vague instructions, and you have to like figure out actually what to do. But we wanted to have quests like that where the player has to. We don't just tell the players what to do explicitly; they have to kind of solve it themselves.
I also headed over to this machinist over here because this is where we're actually told to go when we leave our home. So the machinist is like another, a kind of different vocation that the characters in this game will have. Like, what are the kinds of people we will meet here? We've mentioned guards, and now there's a machinist. What else can we find?
So there's the innkeepers as well. Who you
Right.
met with Beetle masks. I mean, there's merchants, the people that you will sell you stuff in the camps. What else
Quite
we
a
got?
few. We've got like merchants, hunters. There'll be you'll meet. Let me think.
Ooh, the cartographers.
Quite a few. There's quite a few. So climbers. That's another one that we kind of go to.
Here's a merchant.
Yeah. Scrappers. You could actually
Yeah, there's the scrapper.
show the scrappers yard. So scrappers kind of, there are these fallen ships throughout the world, and scrappers scrap for metal from those ships or for just bits to recycle and reuse, because these ships are kind of like an important resource to people in this world, but they aren't infinite. So yeah, there's a few, you know, there's loads more actually, but these are the ones in this kind of local area.
So, you just bought some new bike parts.
Yeah, I'm thinking
that's
we
a
should.
good. Yeah.
We should do something about that. I think that you, Tari, can help me with that, right?
Yep. So that's like one of the key functions of the machinists. They give you quests and you can get badges from them for completing quests, but they're the characters that kind of are in charge of hoverbikes, fixing up hoverbikes, helping people with their bikes. So like if you unlock new parts for your bike, then you can take them to the machinist and equip them. So
I didn't get to buy all of the parts in this set, but I got the booster and the wings at least. So now the Simoon, our hoverbike, now has like these little creepy crawly. Oops, sorry, that's not gonna happen. Hold on.
Being alive.
Yeah, I know. So they have like these little creepy crawly, I don't know, tendrils, legs. What are they?
Yeah, I guess they're like, well, it's the Beetle bikes. They're kind of like mandibles, I guess. Like it's feeling
right.
out.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word. So look at me. Look at me go.
Yeah, so you can see the trails change using this bike.
And the sound.
The other bike has like a kind of red beam coming out of it, whereas this one has this kind of smoky effects coming from it, but also the colors. And as you unlock different parts, you'll get different color schemes, and you can actually change each part to fit. So you could change the front to like match, yeah, exactly, and kind of mix and match how you want. And yeah, I think we've created this. It's quite a dynamic system. Changing the colors obviously changes how it looks, but changing each part changes how the bike sounds and also how it handles. So this bike handles quite differently to when you add the Beetle parts, but it's incremental as well. So if you have a front that's different to the back, it will create a unique kind of combination of handling that I mean, we definitely haven't tested or seen every single version. So I think there's going to be some fun things that we see players kind of figure out with it. But yeah, I think I'm really proud and excited by our system.
Yeah, it's cool. It turned out really nicely.
Yeah. So we have max speed, acceleration, and handling. Those are the stats that can then change between parts. But I kind of like the way that the Beetle parts were working, and like especially Simoon, like the base configuration of her, the wings are so wide, it doesn't really work in like these tight spaces. Like when I rode around the camp, it just gets stuck everywhere. So this feels like more quick and like sleek.
Yeah,
the Beetlebike is quite zippy. It's like it's not that powerful, but it's got really good handling, so it turns really quickly. And yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a fun one. Actually, that was a really early one. I think the base Simoon, the Beetlebike, and the Giraffe bike. I don't know what we called it in the end, but those three are like the ones we started really early from. I mean, 2018, I think we had those three configurations, and they're still in the game. Like they still held up. So you can see the back of the Giraffe part on that bike there.
Oh yeah, the parked one here.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
It looks like a giraffe.
And the front, I mean that's just what we called it. But the handling on that one's like really heavy because it's kind of top loaded, I guess. So you kind of get these big arcs of movement. But does it have a lot of power? I can't remember. But
it's like it's got a high top speed, but it takes a long time to reach it because it's like heavy. It's like driving a truck.
Yeah. No, and I think you do a decent amount of driving in the game. Like a lot of it is just about spending time on your bike and navigating these landscapes.
The distances are quite big, so you kind of need it to get around. You can't really run or walk everywhere because that's gonna take too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Should we do some driving?
Yeah, we
drive
should.
somewhere?
So I went to the quest menu and I marked the Remnants of Change as the active quest because that's gonna take us. We're up here on the map and it's gonna take us down here. So that's my plan right now. And on the way we can see that there is a balloon in the distance. So I thought we could check that out before we. Oh my God, I'm just going like cross-terrain driving here.
The bikes are pretty good at.
They're quite robust.
Yeah, they can navigate most terrain types. I'm sure we'll see reports of bikes in pretty strange places that we didn't expect, but Simoon can handle it, I think. For the most part.
There's a really nifty tool, the compass. So when I hold down LB on my controller, you can see where your quest marker in which direction it is. So I can always hold it down and kind of follow that to make sure I'm heading in the right direction. I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, we wanted to make a game without a mini-map, but obviously we still have to give some tools for navigating the world, especially. So we have the map in a menu, but we really wanted players to kind of focus on what was around them, what's in their local environment, and I think sometimes with a mini-map, our personal feeling is that just end up staring down at the mini-map the whole time, and it's almost like visiting a new city and just staring at your phone the whole time. So we really wanted players to like really engage with their environment and look up basically. And so the compass was our kind of way of handling that. I think it's a cool system. Like, Skyrim, for example, has like the compass at the top of Bethesda games generally. We wanted something that was more like you could bring in and out. I think we knew we wanted to do a compass-like thing early on, but also like to bring the rest of the HUD in then and let the player have control when the HUD is there and when it's not, rather than having it on all the time, because we don't actually need to give the player that much information generally. Like there's no health, there's no magic system or anything like that, which you'll see in other games. We really wanted to like make sure that when the player is playing the game, they're fully immersed and they're not getting distracted by information that they don't necessarily need. But yeah.
I just wanted to point out as well that it will show you in what general direction your bike is if you ever lose it.
Yeah.
So there's a little bike symbol there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a cartographer, and you'll see these kind of these balloons as you travel around, and you'll be able to buy maps from the cartographers, and you'll actually be able to get a cartographer mask as you play the game. Yeah, they're quite fun characters.
Oh, you haven't got any money?
No, I don't have any money. I gotta pick up some money.
Why?
Where can we find
do you have
some?
anything to sell? Do you have anything to sell?
I don't think so.
But I could pick up a firefly at the burnt oak station.
Yeah, or we could just go get the larvae, the beetle.
Oh yeah. Let's go back here on the way back.
Yeah.
Poor
I think
planning.
so.
I spent it all on bike parts.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got ambition. You have to be careful. Can't be so spendthrift. You can't be.
And I was in a hurry
money.
to get to this camp before the stream, so I didn't pick up any chests on the way, because there are chests in several places in this game where you can find some extra money.
Yeah. I think also like we can fast travel back as well if we need to.
Yeah.
So that's something that once you find a place in the game, you'll be able to fast travel where you've been. So we're not always asking players to travel back and forth. Like there are benefits to doing that because you'll probably encounter things that you maybe wouldn't encounter otherwise. But if say you don't have money to buy a map part, we're not going to ask you to drive back and
do the climb again.
Exactly, yeah. So you should be able to.
Because there's usually like a big climb up to every cartographer.
Yeah,
always
that
seem
one's
to be
probably the
perched on a
easiest.
height.
Yeah, that one's probably the easiest because it's the first one after you leave your clan. But yeah, that's I guess it's a kind of motivation to explore as well. Yeah, you'll find chests, you'll find things that you can sell, you'll collect beetles and creatures, butterflies.
Also, the point, I think, the nice thing about the cartographers being so high up is that, like, once you've got to the top, you get a good view. You can kind of look out on the horizon. You can, we've tried to set it up so that when you're standing with the cartographers, you can normally see like a couple of interesting things on the horizon, so you can kind of scout out where you want to go next.
Yeah, we should give that a try when we come back for that map. See what we can find.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
I'm just going to do this drive up here. I think that was maybe a bad idea. I'm not going to take Simone up the stairs. Okay, let's run. So we're here at the Hercules Beetle Nest, and we're looking for larva husks.
Yeah.
And there is a big bad beetle guarding this cave.
The mama beetle.
Mama beetle, he doesn't want me to get in.
Uh-huh.
But there's a trick.
There is a trick.
Yeah. So there's some stuff in the environment around here. There's like a note that you can find which will tell you how to solve this. It's kind of a little puzzle, but I guess we know the solution because we made it. But yeah, there's a trick to this.
Let's see do I remember where that is? I think it's on the left here, right?
It's up. It's up. Oh, where the note is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in here, right? Let's go check
So
it
there's
out.
someone who's been here before, trying to get into the nest, and they will have left some clues as to how to get in. So we can find there. It's someone's old camp where they were writing a little diary, and
Yeah, let's read it. Okay, she blocks the way and refuses to move. And it says, I'm at my wit's end. The creature sleeps and sleeps and will not move. I tried attacking the beast, but its shell is hard as metal and doesn't even acknowledge me. There is an unusual plant that has overgrown the tower across from the nest. The smaller beetles seem attracted to the plant, and then holding the fruit that grows on the giant plant seems to agitate it and emit a harmless gas of some kind. Beetles seem to gather around it as I do so. I will test my theory with the mother. I think that's the hint right there. Here's some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some coins.
Yeah. They left you some cuts.
So where did they go? Are they dead?
There is a tent. There is a tent inside the nest with a skull inside it. So maybe you fill in the gaps. Yeah, that's classic video game environmental storytelling right there. Yeah.
The curtains
But
are
they
up.
were the old. That's why you're being asked now instead, because the previous person who did this job.
I like the idea that
disappeared.
the innkeeper is just like sending people to their deaths.
Yeah.
Just like strangers keep showing up at the camp and they're like, oh, go and get me these. The last guy just never showed up again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so this is the
Yeah.
plant that was mentioned in the notes.
Yes.
We're gonna have to climb our way up and see what we can find here.
Yeah, this one's a bit of a fiddly climb, but can do it for sure.
Yeah, I can do it. I've done it a couple of times.
Believe in you.
You've played a lot of this game.
Yeah.
Have. But it still feels like not enough. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it. No.
There you go.
Should have thrown it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Let's see if
here we go, Big Mama.
what happens.
No, I'm
So
gonna
you
drop
can see
it again.
the gas.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Which is,
Here it comes.
okay.
Go there.
Look at that happy beetle.
Run. Okay, cool. Yeah, you made it in. She backs up back into it, so you. Yeah, now you're stuck inside, but yeah, now you're inside.
Big
Yeah, we're gonna have to
beetle
find a
butt.
different way out.
But we came here for a mission.
It's true.
Okay, there's some bones here. Do beetles eat meat? Is my second question.
I don't know. I think that these ones are pretty harmless, but it's more just getting stuck inside here because you've got a big beetle butt in your way.
Yeah.
Trying to get out. So yeah.
Ah, so these are the husks. These are what we're here for.
Yes. Yeah.
But this is not a beetle.
No.
No.
It's a chum.
Yes. So these, you'll find chums all over the world, and they will plant themselves when you find them and give you an egg, which they're all over the place. I guess we don't have to spoil what they're for, but
It's a good
Yeah, they're
thing to
useful.
pick them up.
yes,
Definitely
they
pick
are
them up.
useful. Yeah, for sure.
And there is someone who probably wants them.
Yes, for sure. I
Okay.
think if you look down, there's another husk down in the hole.
Ooh. There we
There we
go.
go.
Uh-huh.
The other ones are alive. Ooh, that's creepy crawly.
Yeah.
How about this place?
There might be one in here. Can't
They're
remember.
alive?
There's something. Yeah. There's a.
There's some money.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh no, there was one behind you in the little crevice, but I think there's more anyway.
Yeah, there definitely is. I'm just saving up for that map.
Yes.
How much was it? Was it 50?
50, yeah.
We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
You can actually sell these husks as well if you don't want to bother with the quest. So, worst case scenario.
I guess you could buy. You could, if you collect more than you need for the quest, then you could sell the rest.
Yes, exactly.
Make a bit of money.
Exactly. Yeah, there's
Oh,
our tent.
Oh, is that it? Is that the remains of the... There is a skull there. Guys, that's a sad story.
You put that there. Oh, no.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the moment. That was what it was designed for.
Oh my, there's
Which
a
couldn't
chest
license
over
the
there.
actual song, but
Should I open that chest?
and then basically, yeah, now we're trying to get out of the nest because the beetle butt's in the way.
Oh,
Got another beetle here.
Interesting. Already sell that too. Make some money.
Nice.
But yeah, so I mean, if you look up, this kind of structure is kind of letting you.
this was not made by Beetles.
Yeah.
Definitely not. So someone did make it out. Oh wait, I'm supposed to climb here.
Yeah.
Maybe here.
Yeah, or maybe someone built this and then it got overrun by Beetles or something.
Yeah. I think that's more likely. At least with this dome structure, a bit like the one across the way, the tower that had all the vines growing over it. Yeah.
I think,
But
is this our way out? Yeah,
This-
I can see the sky.
here we go.
Look at
Very
that.
nice.
And now you're quite high up.
Oh, there's a chum here.
There's a chum. Can't not get a chum. See one?
Uh-huh.
You gotta
You
get
gotta
it.
go get it. That's it.
Another egg for us. Cool. So we
Yeah.
got the beetles we need, and then some. I know
Yeah.
there is another quest that we received from the machinist that we could do before we head back to the camp, which is quite nearby. So
Yes.
if I mark the quest here, we will see the marker is over there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's head over.
See,
You can
where's-
maybe even see it from here. Can you see the wind tower?
I need to
Maybe
maybe
not that
get
far away.
around.
I think there are some rocks and stuff in the way anyway.
I'm on the wrong side.
No.
No, it's a bit too far away.
Yeah.
We'll find it. Oh my god, no, I'm falling! Oh! I thought I was super agile there, but I wasn't. It's somewhere that way. Let's find our bike
Yeah.
and get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
So there's a lot of beetles all over the place.
Yeah.
And there are different beetles native to each biome. Why is
Yes.
it beetles? I think it's super cute.
Yeah, they're quite cute. They're maybe not quite as creepy as like spiders, but also they live in the desert, right? Like they're desert creatures, and they the desert doesn't always accommodate all kinds of life, but beetles are
They're pretty tough.
yeah. So if you were a kind of desert based society, then I think there's a strong chance that
There's
beetles
a lot to learn from
yeah,
Beetles.
exactly. So that was kind of thinking behind that. But also, yeah, they come in so many different kind of looks and design in real life. There are so many different varieties of beetle, and so they were really cool to like research and look into. Actually,
Did you
Yeah,
pick up on
really.
any cool beetle facts while you were researching?
no, I mean. So like that Hercules beetle quest, for example, the larvae, like the husks and stuff, there's some really great like time-lapse videos of the husk growing from like grubs into the beetles.
Ooh.
And I mean, I really wanted to try and get that in the game, but I think I would, like there's something about them that look really like, so when I was looking at them, they kind of look like, there's a bit in like Jungle Book, I think, the animation. Jungle Book, or maybe in Lion King, I can't remember, where they're like eating the grubs.
Oh yeah.
And
Sounds like that could be either.
yeah,
Okay.
and I just remember having that like really vivid imagery in my head whilst I was like looking at because they almost look like you could eat them, like they're so like, but also really gross at the same time. There's something like, I don't know, like it could be really juicy, and I
Yeah.
think that's how.
Oh, I'm sure they are quite useful.
Yeah, I think it's Lion King. Yeah, anyway, so I wanted to try and get a bit of that in, but I don't think we did so much, but yeah, just like even eating like those kind of the larvae, like I mean, they're big enough. Like, you know, you would eat them, I think.
I like the size of her head.
Yeah, if you were trying
It's
to...
quite big.
Yeah, if you were trying... You could have one on a stick. Or
It's
something.
like it's like a really big burrito.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of... Anyway, maybe this will upset some.
And I mean,
but
like,
yeah,
in my
like-
head canon, because the Beetles look so juicy, and because you're talking about this, do the people of Midden then eat the beetles? Is that what they're eating?
yeah,
I think so.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, that like we said as well, beetles are quite hardy and like will survive in that environment.
Well, yeah. When you live in a desert, you can't be too picky.
Right.
No, yeah, exactly. But you know, nutritious and probably quite tasty. You know, a bit of
Good source of
bit spice.
protein.
Exactly. Yeah. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we will be doing in soon. You know, why not?
Soon, not too soon, I hope.
Yeah.
But let's prepare
Yeah.
to be safe. We've arrived at our location for the next quest, which is the wind tower. Something has stopped the turbine from spinning up here, so we have to get up and see what's happened.
Yeah. 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 This was actually the first. But this was kind of vertical slice that we designed.
Yeah, we made this is a really old environment.
Yeah.
This one's from like 2018 or something.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So it's quite fun.
but it held up.
Yeah,
we kept it.
It did. It was. Yeah, an old one. But
It's quite a nice climb. I like this kind of winding path up the mountainside.
yeah.
That's quite cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a bridge here, but we can't cross it because it's broken. So we have to find another way.
Uh-huh.
See if we can
Yeah.
keep going upward. We'll go here instead. There we go.
Yeah, the routes kind of come together a bit closer.
You probably could just glide across, but there we go.
Maybe now we added the sprint, you could do a long jump because when this was first made, we didn't have the sprinting. So
All right.
there are a few things that maybe you could do
Yeah.
that with now. Yeah, but yeah, this is like quite a fun environment, and I mean,
I think we should have taken those stairs, right? Yeah.
yeah, you can go up on the right.
This way.
Yeah, and then on the left.
We have a locked door here. It's a
We
secret.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing people like run around in these environments, especially I mean because they are like probably when I made this first pass, I was like, oh, this might not even be in the game.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and then now it is, which is it's quite good fun.
But yeah, you guys been working on this game for a very long time now.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
how long has it been?
The first idea of it was 2016, so over 5 years now, early 2016.
But we kind of started like properly full time.
End of 2017.
End of 2017.
So when we signed with Raw Fury, it was end of 2017, and we were working on other, like Daniel was working on Slipper Clips, on Contract.
Yeah, we were doing kind of other bits and pieces at the time.
Yeah.
But I guess so. What is it now? 2021.
Yes, and towards the end,
So that's 4 years.
4 years of full development and 5 years since. Because even that 1 year, like we weren't doing active development, but well, there was a bit, you know, drawings and ideas and stuff being developed, and we were kind of pitching it occasionally, but it was never like meant. The idea was never to make something this scale in a way. We thought it would be a lot smaller and a lot more. I don't know. The ambitions changed, and people seemed to really like it, and we thought. I think when we first were thinking about it, we just thought it was something for us. You know, it was like a fun project that we would like, and other people, if they liked it, great. But we didn't think that necessarily they would.
The door. We fixed the door.
Yeah, I fixed the
Yeah.
door. And
Yes.
it's spinning around. Cool.
Yeah. So now the machinist will be happy with you.
I'm just gonna drop down to the door here. Whoa.
Yeah.
There we go. Machinist top. So if I put this on, will the machinists be even happier with me if I try to kind of look like them, like copy?
Yeah, they won't say it, but they will be. Yeah, they won't say it. But, yeah, actually, if you jump out the window here, there's a kind of secret little.
Here?
And then on the right, there's a little,
I know what it is. It's a chum, isn't it? Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
You checked enough of these. I see you're a chum expert. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a kind of secret one I think some people might miss.
And you just gave it away like that.
I know.
You just showed it.
I know. What am I like?
I mean, there are more secrets in this wind tower that we haven't shown.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true.
I'm sure there will be plenty of things for the players to find. Okay, so how are we on money right now?
I think we're good. We should be at like about 40. We can sell stuff though.
Yeah, you had some spare Beetles, so we can make a bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
let's fast travel back to the camp then, because you can do that.
yes.
You can fast travel to the cartographer even.
Yeah, but we don't have the money yet, so let's go here first.
No, but sell to the cartographer.
Oh, you can do that. I thought you needed a merchant.
No, the cartographer will buy stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go here then.
Yeah. Anyone who you can buy stuff off, you can sell.
Okay. Can I buy a map? And then we sell.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can only sell 2 of these. And
Yeah, we
one of
need
these.
3 for the quest.
Yes. And now you should.
I pushed my way out. I was too eager.
Now you're in sell. Yeah. Buy. So and you can buy back as well. So there's the cartographer badge, and you need 3 badges to get a mask of any kind. So you can buy badges from the cartographers. So if you buy 3, I think each one has 1, and there are 6 cartographers. So you buy 6 badges, not that you need them, but when you have 3, you can unlock the mask. And actually with the machinist, you have 2, I believe, already.
Yes,
badges.
we do.
So now when we go back, we're gonna get a 3rd one hopefully, and we can show what getting a mask involves.
Yeah.
Why are masks important to Sable?
So masks. So like everyone in the world of the game wears a mask. People cover their faces, and the mask that you wear. So the journey that Sable is on, which is the gliding. The point of this journey is to kind of like go out into the world and try on lots of different masks. And so when you're
Everyone in the world wears a mask. Right?
yeah, and so it's about like trying to find the mask that you want to wear as an adult. And so when the game is over, you've got to pick the mask that you're going to wear, and that's like the mask that Sable will wear for the rest of her life. So for now, this is about her like trying out different things and seeing what she feels like. That's why when you kind of meet all of these people, they give you tasks to do. They kind of have you get a badge here from the innkeeper, and so people expect when you kind of show up out of nowhere and you're like, hey, I need something to do. People are like, okay, it's a glider. I should give them a job to do.
It's like getting an intern. You're like, oh shit, gotta find something to make it better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I just noticed that the innkeeper said, hope Mother Beetle didn't give you too much trouble.
Yeah.
Apropos what we talked about sending people to their deaths.
Well, yeah, maybe they had something in mind when they said that. But,
very easygoing.
Yeah, it's pretty casual, the gliding. Maybe not all gliders come back.
The desert is dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, I guess people just live life on the edge.
Yeah. I mean, you did. Yeah, the gliding stone does protect you a bit, and actually, it's something that not everyone has. So you get it when you're going on a gliding, but you lose it at the end. So
Yeah, the stone is that. So the stone, it's like a little stone that you carry with you, and it's what gives you the orb, the hover orb.
yeah, which obviously protects you from falling from great heights.
This stone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now you have 3.
You got a badge from the machinist? Yeah, there we go.
Machinist.
And one from the innkeeper as well. But these 3 we can turn in and turn into a mask.
Yep.
Yes. So you should. Yeah. So
mask-
this is a mask caster.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can just let that play out, I guess, because the mask casters, well,
It's quite
they,
trippy in here.
yes, it's not
Oh.
quite clear if they're human or what, but they're kind of pivotal to the process of getting masks and changing masks in this world.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's freaky.
Here you go.
Sable's like, what just happened?
Yeah. So now, if you check your inventory,
Yeah. Everyone is walking away from that traumatized.
yeah,
She just stuck her hand into someone's head. And there we have it.
now you have a machinist mask. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird process, but you know, not to the people of this world, I guess.
So now we have the same mask here.
Yes, exactly.
I can be their little apprentice.
Yes. So getting a mask to begin with is like the first step, really, of becoming like joining a particular profession. Say, so like you will have a machinist mask, and you'll pick a machinist mask, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're like a really good machinist. Even at the end of your gliding, it's just that's the kind of start of the next part of your life. But yeah, that's it really. Like, and you're kind of going around and getting more and more as you explore the game. There's all kinds of different masks to try. I think I don't know, more than 10. I can't remember the exact number.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have the map now, right, for the area. And
I see something over here that I want to check out.
Yes. So this is a navigator, and you can use this to like mark a location.
And it'll give me like a little marker on the map.
Yes. So so now we know. Okay, I want to go there. And you can follow the compass to lead you there. Oh, there's actually we can show this. There's a kind of a new palette, actually, bike palette. If you talk to the shepherd.
The shepherd? Let's talk to the shepherd.
Yeah.
I just gotta get over this fence.
Yes, the hardest part of the game.
Not this one.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe it's in a... Never mind. Ignore it. Ignore it. Game development. Just carry on.
Okay, I'm climbing here now for some reason. There is one animation that I really like, and it's when Sable like has 1 foot on top of something, and like that. Like she'll have 1 foot up and 1 foot down, and I think it's like such a good detail to the movement of Sable.
Yeah, I think that sort of detail is quite technical. To like, it's called IK, I guess. So people will probably recognize it from other games, but it does really like ground the player character, I think.
Yeah, I think especially because of the climbing system that we have, it's like it makes all of the objects in the world feel solid, and like you get a sense of their like physical size and shape, and like Sable's really scrambling on top of them.
Yeah. No, exactly. But yeah, so this is
Yeah,
a
coming up on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a number of these scattered throughout the world, and you can get inside all of them. Getting inside varies, like how you get inside. But
I see some grating here that we can climb.
Yeah. So you can't actually climb on the metal of ships, but you can climb on this yellow grating. And yeah, we can go inside, I guess, and figure out what's going on. And,
Oh no, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
These ships are kind of yeah. So now you're trying to get below. There's a door, but we can see it's not super straightforward to get down. So we need to get that battery, which you saw above you, bring it down. Yeah, there it is.
Found some scrap.
Yeah. Yeah, so that will be used with the scrappers. We didn't actually go and see one this time, but
But players will be able to.
yes, and they're quite fun.
I like to take it out here so I can just drop down safely. Otherwise, this thing will just keep spinning.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit easier if you do that. And then yeah, we've got this door on the left.
Okay, so this
And
is
now,
it.
Yep.
yeah. So each of these is kind of like a little puzzle to solve. And yeah, I mean, there are quite a few little puzzles in the game. We don't force the player to do any of them. I think there's one at the beginning, but it's really simple. The one at the end of the tutorial. But otherwise, you know, if you're struggling with a puzzle, we kind of wanted to make a game where players would feel comfortable just walking away from something and, you know, not getting too frustrated or stuck. But I think
This one's not so complicated.
no, this one's a kind of one to introduce players to the idea of the some of the core mechanics, I guess. But yeah, we wanted to make a game where, like, if you don't really want to do these sorts of puzzles, then it's something you don't have to do. But you know, I think this it kind of I think you need to you might be able to solve this. Let's see.
Don't worry, Elizabeth has played this game before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah, parkour. Yeah. And then
Nice.
yeah. So then there's kind of power unit on the other side, and you have your battery. So
I could take the difficult way back. I could even go up there. I gotta do it.
yes. And there might be something up there worth making the journey for.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah,
You
I got
done
it.
Mm-hmm.
You've done it.
See, we have a special little floaty chest up here. It
Yeah.
has 100 cuts, and cuts is the money or the currency that we're using here. So now I can buy as many bike parts as I want, or maybe, you know, two bike parts probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you can buy the front of the Beetle one there.
oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab the battery here and bring it to this other door. There.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's quite the carry. But I really like the thought you put into this. Like, you can walk away from this. It's not gonna hinder your progress, but it's gonna feel good once you do it.
Yeah, I hope that's how people feel about it. And yeah, this is a kind of what happens when you solve one. You
It's
meet
some kind of
this
a
AI.
hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And yeah, there's a story to that as well, which players can kind of discover. Yeah, I think that's a really fun one, and that's kind of how we tell a bit of the story of this world in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
Like
there
there's a reason that there's a bunch of old spaceships kind of just abandoned in the desert. And so, yeah, this is part of. So like this is kind of one of the features of the gliding. This is sort of why they send their children out into the world to like explore, is to learn about, so like they're trying on masks and they're sort of like deciding which mask they want to wear, but they're also learning about the world and about its history. And
yeah, but they don't have to, because the game can be fairly short. If you only,
yeah, I guess so.
we only require the player to collect 2 masks, I think, outside of what you get from the beginning of the game. And yeah, so you could return home having only done that.
But would you feel satisfied after not exploring everything the world has to offer?
Yeah, well, that's down to you. I can't tell you what will make you happy, but yeah, we wanted to have it so that people could finish the game when they felt done with it. Really, I think that's the most important part of that. Really, is that we know that not everyone has as much time as each other. Not everyone has the will to or the want to do like these sorts of puzzles, for example. So we tried to make something that would allow people who didn't want to do that to still finish the game and see the end of it and feel like they had their own experience. And the kind of beginning and end of the game are just like bookmarks for the middle part, and the middle part is kind of up to you. It's very free form. We kind of allow you to do whatever you want within.
You can just like finish the tutorial and then drive to the other side of the map and just like totally skip the quest that we suggest you do. Like,
yeah,
that's totally fine.
I've had friends being like, oh yeah, I just drove into the sunset and I ended up here, and they're literally like the furthest point of the map away, and you're like, well, cool, I guess, good, I hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the world is pretty large in scale, I guess, but a lot of it, we kind of saw the camps and stuff as like islands of locations of, quests and people to meet, and then the dunes are almost like, like a sea or an ocean, so they don't necessarily have like loads of things to do in the sands in the dunes all the time. But
check out your new bike.
Yeah, I bought the final part. Yeah, so let's customize the bike and get the new front on there. And now we have the full set. I'm gonna do it in the other palette, so it's gonna this one. So it's gonna be like all teal. I like that color. And now we have the full set.
Yeah, there we go. It's mandibles everywhere. And if you enter the strafe mode, they kind of animate in a different way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like this bike. It's fun.
Yeah. So the strafe mode is just, we don't have a reverse on the bike, so this lets players kind of get out of sticky situations, really. Yeah. But
okay. There is one more quest that we picked up at the camp, which is the guard who wants to meet at the Bridge of the Trade. I think that we could maybe start heading in that direction before we wrap up for today and see what we find on the way.
Sounds good.
So the quest says southwest of Burnt Oak Station, which is where we just were, so we should be heading like somewhere around this way.
Yeah.
So you can also place markers directly through the map. You don't have to use the navigator for that. So I can also just do like that, and it will give me a compass marker. And we can also remove this one that I put up before. And now when I open the compass, it says go this way. Super handy.
It is, yeah. And that, I mean, that's kind of, like we said, we don't want people staring at minimap, but we do want to give them the tools to navigate this world. And I think we wanted to keep that a bit loose and a bit flexible, but hopefully there's enough that they can kind of get around and do these things.
While
Yeah.
we're on our way, I thought that one thing we haven't mentioned is the music to this game. You've been working with Japanese Breakfast to put the soundtrack together. How did you get to kind of work together, and how has that process been?
It's been amazing. We kind of just like sent her a message in 2017, really early on, like when the game was kind of still extremely early prototype.
Just
it
to
was really
I'm not going to show what's in this mountain. I think that players should find this out for themselves.
All right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's go faster.
Yeah. Sorry, Daniel. Carry on.
yeah. I mean, that was kind of when we only had like little gifts of the game, but we showed them to Michelle, and she was really into it, and just sort of we kind of just went from there. And then yeah, she's been involved ever since, really. Like we've been sending her builds of the game, and she's been playing all the different biomes, and she's really helped to kind of craft the experience, the emotional experience. Kind of like the sort of the earliest idea that we had was that, you know, we want this to be a game where you kind of spend some time alone with your thoughts and just kind of drive around and soak in the atmosphere and the visuals, and obviously the music is a really big part of that. So it was amazing to have her there to like drive. We've obviously played quite a lot of this game to the point where like we can't really enjoy the quests anymore. Like we just know the answers to everything. But like the one thing that I still enjoy doing, like I can always just boot up the game and just like drive around a bit and just listen to the music. And,
Yeah. No, Michelle's been amazing to work with. Like really involved in the process, like in a way that I didn't expect necessarily. You know, really giving us feedback on builds, checking out the actual implementation, which has been handled by Martin, who's a really experienced sound designer, really amazing sound designer. Who's, you know, done all the ambience, which I think is also just like adds so much to the atmosphere of the game.
and the bikes.
Bikes, of course, yeah. And having those two as our kind of sound team has just been delight. You know, like they really work together really well, I think, and they're like different experiences. Bringing those to the process has really added a lot of value to what we've made. And I think, you know, specifically with Michelle, she's, like I said, giving us feedback on builds, playing them, really like looking at the implementation and working to, you know, she brought her own feel to the game, but also it's not just like someone coming and saying, dumping the music on you and being like, yeah, this is what you're getting, and you figure it out. She's really like on board to take on feedback and also like ask us like, what are you going for with this? What do you want from this? And really responsive in that way, and just like like I said, a real pleasure to work with. And you know, we the four of us, myself, Daniel, Martin and Michelle, we all went to Norway to Martin's cabin in the fjords in southwest of Oslo.
Yeah, it's like the end of the Oslo fjord.
Yeah, and we went and we worked there for a week together, and that was just, you know, like we just had a great time working together, I think, and that's, you know, and she did the live performance of Glider, and even that track, you know, she was so on board early on and provided that track really early. You know, we had some games, but it wasn't like refined or polished in any way, and she helped set the tone and set the bar quality-wise. I think, you know, we heard that track and like, wow, we have to make a trailer and a video game that like matches the quality here, because otherwise it's just embarrassing. And
but that's such a good thing, because you elevate each other and, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
motivate each
Definitely.
other to go higher and go further.
Yeah, that's the dream with a creative collaboration, I think.
yeah. And no, she you know, like I said, she's been really.
Oh no,
Really,
I didn't make it. No.
She's been. No, you're.
Oh, I'm good.
alright. Yeah, you're alright.
Oh, Sable, look at Sable. She's like, oh, what an ordeal.
But yeah, maybe you need more stamina for this.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. I
yeah.
wanted to climb up here because I wanted to see if we can find some clues on where to go. And there's a cartographer up here.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope we can afford it. No! Shh. We still are out of money. We don't have the 50.
Well, you could.
It's our terrible bike part habit.
Yeah.
We keep just spending all of our money on bike parts.
But I think
We need to plan our finances.
I know, I'm sorry, I need help. But I think I picked up a firefly I can sell, so I think we're good.
Yeah, maybe let's see how that goes. But yeah, working with Michelle, working with Martin, both of them just been, I think I've said it before, but they were there, and like it was never it was hard work obviously, but we knew the music of the game would just sound good. So
yeah, it's like when you don't know, you can't really evaluate your own work. Like it's impossible to kind of like play it and know whether or not it's actually good. But with it was like, even if we made a terrible game, it was always going to have really good music. So
yeah,
that's fine.
And like I say, I think they really helped set the standard in some ways. So yeah, it's been a really great collaboration.
Sable, grab it! Sable, no! She doesn't want to grab it.
Oh no. Yeah.
Get up there.
Let's see.
Oh no, she won't grab it.
No.
Oh, there we go.
It's angled, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have an awkward angle.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Close one.
Yeah, I mean the climbing system, we give a lot of freedom with that, and it comes with its caveats. But I think it speaks to the philosophy of the game. We really wanted to make something that players could approach in any way, and we've spoken about it already on this stream about how you can start the game and really just go wherever, run wherever, whatever. And the climbing is another kind of expression of that. It's completely free form. I'm sure we'll see people break it in really interesting, creative ways.
I think they already did when we released the demo, right? People were getting out of bounds and speedrunning it in minutes.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what speedruns come out of this. We've kind of sat around and said oh, what do you think is the
100? It costs 100, guys.
What? Wow.
I'm poor.
Oh no.
I need 10. I think there is maybe some chests over there. Do we want to do
There it
that?
is.
No.
It's quite a journey.
Yeah, I think we're running out of time, but I mean, I can see something interesting over there that I would like to check out. I see this interesting stuff over here. I would like to check that out as well. So, with every cartographer that you get to, you mentioned this at the start, but you place them so that the player will find
Points of interest.
yeah, exactly. Things to check out, things to find, and you never know what's gonna be there.
Yeah, no. And like we say, that's the kind of heads up, we use the compass. We want people to look at the game and look at the world and see what's there. But so hopefully that encourages that as well.
Yeah. We're coming up on the end of the stream. What do the players need to know about Sable? It's out now. It's on PC. You can get it on Steam. You can get it on GOG, Xbox, and Windows 10 store. Sorry.
On Game Pass. On
Game
Xbox.
Pass, exactly. It's on Game Pass and on the Epic Game Store as well. So there are plenty of places you can check Sable out right now. And it's super exciting to finally be able to show the players what you've been working on for so long.
Yeah.
That's exciting is one word for it. Yeah.
I think you've done a great job, guys. I mean, I have been spending a lot of time with this game since I'm on the publishing side of it, and I just think that Sable is such a magical journey. It's such a special world, and it really encourages the player to discover both the world, but also a little bit about themselves, you know. It certainly made me think about the choices I made when I was a teenager, and you know, when it was expected of me to decide what I was gonna do with my life, and the panic that you had about that. And just the gliding in the world of Sable seems like such a chill version of that. I would much rather have done that than, you know, here's your application for high school, make your choice.
Yeah, no, I think that was, what we hoped for, I guess, in the beginning. You know, I think, and we wanted to make a game that was relaxed and chilled out, but also a bit lonely.
Yeah, no, I think what you just described there, I think that's something that everyone can relate to. You know, just what am I going to do? Who am I going to be?
I still don't know. I mean, that's something you keep discovering every day, right? So
yeah, exactly, and that's part of the point of the game. I think you're meeting all of these people, all of the grown-ups that you meet. They all went on a gliding, so they all remember when they were Sable's age and they were in her shoes.
Or maybe they will be one day. You know, you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we have young players. Who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah. So thanks guys so much for joining me today. Thanks to all the viewers who are checking in during the day. Check out Sable, it's out now. And yeah, happy gliding, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, enjoy the game. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.